Welcome you all for this video. First of all, thanks to everyone who are supporting my channel. Friends, if you like this video, please subscribe my channel Ray of Success. Today we are going to discussing about the fourth classification of system, that is linear and non-linear system. Then what is mean by a linear system? A system which satisfies the additivity and homogeneity property is called a linear system. What is a linear system? A system which satisfies additivity and homogeneity property, then that system is known as linear system. Then how can we define a non-linear system? A system that does not satisfy the additivity and homogeneity property, then that system is known as non-linear system. What is a non-linear system? A system that does not satisfy the additivity and homogeneity property, then that system is known as non-linear system. Okay, here we can move to the detailed description of linear system. So here linear system satisfying the additivity property and homogeneity property. Then what is mean by a additivity property? Okay, to understand the concept, we can take a system. This is our system. Okay, this is the representation of system. Here I am giving an input signal to the system, that is x1 of t. Its response become, we can written as h of x1 of t. It should be equal to y1 of t. Okay. Also we can take the same system. Then we can apply the second input, x2 of t. It should be equal to h of x2 of t. It is equal to, its response become y2 of t. Here we applying a x1 of t input signal. Here we get the response of the system become y1 of t. Also here we applying a input x2 of t. Here we get the response of the system become y2 of t. Then we are applying a added input signal, that means x1 of t plus x2 of t. The response of the system become h of x1 of t plus x2 of t. It should be equal to y1 of t plus y2 of t. That means when we applying a added input signal to the system, it also produces a added output signal. This is the additivity property. What is additivity property? A system produces a added output when we applying a added input signal. Okay, so this is the additivity property. Also, what is a homogeneity property? Here also taking a system. Here also applying a amplitude scaling operation to the signal, that means a into x1 of t. It is applied to the system. Then we will get a response, that means h of a into x1 of t. It should be equal to a into y1 of t. That means this scaling operation is reflected to the output also. Okay. So these are the properties of additivity and homogeneity property. That means here we applying a added input signal to the system. It also produces a added output response. Here also applying a scaling operation to the input. It also reflected to the output. So we can say this system satisfying the additivity and homogeneity property. So we can call this system is a linear system. Simply we can say, what is the graphical representation of a linear system? This is output and this is input. That means this system responds with respect to the system input. Okay, that means when input increases, output also increases. If input decreases, output also decreases. That means if we changing the input signal, it will also reflected to the output signal. So here also, here we adding the signal, it also reflected to the output response. Here we perform scaling operation, it also reflected to the output. So there is a linear variation in the system response. So then we can call this is a linear system. Okay. Also, to understand more, we can take the diagrammatic explanation of linear system. For that, here I am taking two input signal, that is x1 of t, then x2 of t. Next, perform amplitude scaling operation. Here a1, here a2. Then what is the output? a1 into x1 of t, here a2 into x2 of t. Then we taking the addition operation. That means a1 x1 of t plus a2 x2 of t. Okay, here we get a added input signal. It is applied to the system H. Then what is the response of the system? H of a1 x1 of t plus a2 x2 of t. So it can be written as, here you can see h of x1 of t plus x2 of t can be written as y1 of t plus y2 of t. So it can be written as a1 y1 of t plus a2 y2 of t. Okay. So when we applying a added input signal to the system, here we get a added output response. Okay. Also we can take separate condition. That means we can take the individual response of each signal. That means here we can take x1 of t signal is applied to the system H. Also x2 of t signal is applied to the system H. Okay, then what is the output of the system? y1 of t. Here y2 of t. Then we go into applying the scaling operation. a1, here also a2. What is the output? a1 y1 of t, here a2 y2 of t. Then we added together. What is the output? a1 y1 of t plus a2 y2 of t. If you check this both condition, the output of this system is equal. Here you can check the output of this system is a1 y1 of t plus a2 y2 of t. Here also a1 y1 of t plus a2 y2 of t. Then this system is known as linear system. When we applying added input to the system, it also produces a added output signal. When we added the individual response of the system, we will get the added output response. Here we can say in two situations, here we get a same output. Then we can call the system is linear. This is the procedure to check a system whether the system is linear or non-linear system. Okay, actually this check whether the system is linear or non-linear system. First we applying a added input signal to the system, we will get a added output signal. Then we added the individual response of the system. In both cases, here we getting the same output. Then we can call this system is a linear system. Let's move to some problems related to linear and non-linear system. First question, y of t is equal to t into x of t. We need to check whether this system is linear system or non-linear system. Okay. How can we check this system is linear system or non-linear system? First, we should take individual inputs. That means we can take first input. That means x1 of t. We can apply here y1 of. If we take input signal x1 of t, its corresponding output become y1 of t. y1 of t is equal to t into x1 of t. Then we performing scaling operation. Okay, so we can written as a1 y1 of t is equal to, it is also reflected to the output. So we can write a1 in both sides, a1 t x1 of t. This is equation number 1. Also we can take second input signal. So we can take a scaling operation. We can take a scaling factor a2. Its response become y2 of 2 when we applying a x2 of t signal. Also a2 t x2 of t. So here we taking two input signal and writing corresponding output signal. Okay. Then we added the individual responses. a1 y1 of t plus a2 y2 of t equal to a1 t x1 of t plus a2 t x2 of t. Here t can be taken as common. Then a1 x1 of t plus a2 x2 of t. This is equation number 3. Okay, here we taking individual response of the system, then we added together. Here we get a output signal. Okay. Then next step, apply added input to the system. That means we can take added input is x3 of t to should be equal to, apply also scaling operation a1 x1 of t plus a2 x2 of t. Okay, this input signal is applied to the system response. So we can take y3 of t. y3 of t is equal to t into, instead of x of t we can apply this added input a1 x1 of t plus a2 x2 of t. This is equation number 4. Then compare equation number 3 and 4. Here a1 y1 of t plus a2 y2 of t is equal to t into a1 x1 of t plus a2 x2 of t. Here we applying an added input signal. Here the response become y3 of t is equal to t into a1 x1 of t plus a2 x2 of t. So in both cases the RH, that means the right hand side become same. So we can written as y3 of t is equal to a1 y1 of t plus a2 y2 of t. That means this system is linear system. In both cases, the output should be equal.